beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching. Today we're going to talk about the biggest belly dancer, the queen of belly dance, Samia Gamal, and what we can learn from her, because she was so feminine and she was a belly dancer in the 50s, in case you don't know her. And as you know all, I love belly dance. I'm such a big fan of it, and I grew up seeing my mother actually dancing belly dance. That's why I'm so into it. And she always talked to me about Samia Gamal, this amazing belly dancer that everyone loved. Everyone in the Arabic world love her and know her, of course. And in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about her, what made her so mesmerizing, so irresistible. She was truly irresistible and very elegant, very gracious in her movement, so sensual. She has such a sensual way of dancing. And also I'm going to teach you some couple of moves that she is doing, so if you're interested in some belly dance lesson, because I know that a lot of you were asking for a belly dance lesson, then keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, of course belly dance, and elegance. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Her Style. So of course I had to throw on this amazing costume that I bought in Marrakesh. It's just very Aladdin. So let's talk about Samia Gamal, because Samia Gamal is so famous in the belly dance world, and she has such a unique way of dancing, you know, that you don't see that much nowadays. It's very vintage, it's very elegant. She was born in 1924 in Egypt. She is a famous Egyptian dancer. She started to dance for a group of dancers for Badia Matsabni, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Samia's belly dance style is very much unique. It's so unique. It's very much a mix between actual belly dance with some ballet dance move and some Latin moves sometimes also. She's mixing a lot of different dance, and that's what makes her so unique and so wow. When you look at her dance, her way of moving is just wow, it's incredible. You cannot take your eyes off her, you know. And the fact that she includes a lot of ballet dance moves make her very gracious. She is so irresistible. When you see men, they're just so hypnotized by her. Her posture is impeccable, of course. Her neck is just really beautiful, and I think we can learn some feminine moves from her. And I told you all the time, belly dance, it's such a beautiful way to be more feminine, to feel more feminine in your movement. When you do belly dance, you automatically feel more feminine, of course, more confident, and then it's going to become natural. All your movements are going to be feminine and irresistible, and you're going to be that kind of siren that is just moving around naturally, you know. And she was a true legend in Egyptian movies, especially with Farid El Atlash, you know. They were together, so he was a singer and she was the belly dancer, and they dated and they did a lot of movies, and they were such a powerful duet, you know. She has a very beautiful feature, beautiful face, beautiful hair, beautiful body, mesmerizing, irresistible, very majestic, you know. She was such a queen. You always look at her and not the other dancer, you just look at her. So everything was so fluid. She did a lot of turn. She's turning a lot when she dances. She does a lot of arabesque, playing a lot with her arms and her shoulders, you know. She's doing a lot of movement like this. So I'm just explaining and showing you a little bit how she moves, how she dances, and then we're going to recreate that. She kind of reminds me of Rita Hayworth, but in a belly dance version, you know. She's very confident. She's appearing like a goddess, you know. When she arrived, she has such a big entrance. You just never forget about her. So we're going to focus a lot on the arms. It's very voluptuous. It's very floaty. Everything is so floaty, like you're floating on a cloud. And I explain to you all the time, like, that you have to move a little bit like this, being very floaty, like being very voluptuous and all of that, to be more feminine. And it's just represent a lot what Samia Gamal is doing. She's using her arms and her shoulder in such a delicate way, and we are going to learn how she does that. So stay tuned. First, I think we need to change, because this is not very practical to dance and to show you the moves. So let me change. here I go. So this is my costume. So now we're going to learn some famous move of Samia Gamal. So we're going to belly dance a little bit and learn how she does manage to be so hypnotizing with her move, how she does that, how she dances, you know. So of course you can do a warm-up before doing this. So we're going to start with the famous Samia Gamal position. So I always notice that she is on her toe, you know, she's on the tip of her toe like this, you know, she's never like this, she's always like this, always like having this kind of ballet dance position and having her feet next one in front of the other, you know, like this. So she always have that, she always have some floaty dresses like I do. She does have an amazing posture with her shoulders. Her shoulders are always very up like this, like a ballet dancer. And her head is always on one side or the other to just frame her face for the camera. She was dancing a lot for Egyptian movies, so she wanted to frame her face for the camera. That's why also she's using her arms a lot, you know, to frame herself for the camera around her head like this. So that's why she's very famous also for her arms, a lot of movement around her arms. So the first move that I wanted to show you is this move. You put your legs like this with your pointy toe like this. It's very elegant on the side, and you just do this with your arms, you know. And you can do that. You can have something that is more, you can have something that is more like this, that is more in the front. You can also advance with this. It's a very sensual and very beautiful belly dance move. So we're going to start with that. And it's very Samia Gamal to do that. So for the fingers, I always tend to have my fingers like this, you know, that are just, you know, like this. Your hands are moving very delicately. You know, you can even do this movement while moving your hips, but we're just going to start with that for the moment. And so I'm not saying you should do this. You see the difference? It's just slower and more delicate. You can do this, you can do on the other side. So with the shoulder, you can just start by moving your shoulder like this, you know, just very helpful. Also, you can do that as a warm-up, you know. It's always very sensual in terms of belly dance to do that. And then you can add the arms, you know, putting your shoulder on outside of your hand, like here, 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 and then you add it, and then you add it. You know, it's very Samia Gamal to do that. She's doing that a lot, all the time, to add some sensuality with the arms. I think the arms are so sensual. With the position right here, and then you can have this like this, and then you can go down and up. So you can add that in a choreography, and it's going to look always more like feminine, very sensual, very kind of playful, you know, seductive. It's always better. You're not going to do this forever, you know. It's something that you just add at the end of the movement. For example, you can just, you know, turn and then do this, you know, and then have this, and then going, you know. You're not going to do this forever, but you can just add that at the end of the movement. Then we can learn also how to do another kind of very famous Samia Gamal movement. During her choreography, she's doing a lot of this, you know, and then this. So feminine movement. It's very fluid, you know, with the dress, and she's always playing with her floaty dresses like this. She's always turning everywhere. So we're going to learn how to do this one. So this one is just very simple. I think it's a kind of a basic movement, but you just add the arms that are just, you know, round like this. It makes me think of a ballet move, you know. So you just have your arms like this, and this is kind of this movement. So what you do with your hips is you just put your hips up, and then you throw it back on your back, and then you take it down. Up, back. So up in the front, you know, you put your hips up in the front here, and then on the side, and then you put it down. Up on the front, on the side, and then you put it down. Up in the front, and the side, and then you put it down. And then you have this kind of a very fluid movement. It's very sensual. And then you can add the arms, you know. It's very beautiful. And she's smiling a lot. It's just very charming to smile. So we can do our 2 movements that we learned today. Let's go. So I'm just going to show you a mini choreography. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when you dance. So that's it for this video, my darlings. I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful for you to learn more about this amazing belly dancer. And of course, if you want some more belly dance lesson, I will be happy to do it for you. But I love the style of Samia Gamal. And some of you may not know her, but maybe you discovered her through this video. So that's amazing to know more about those amazing examples of the 50s that we had, you know. And I would love to do more videos about vintage style, belly dance vintage. You know, it was really beautiful back in the days. So if you want to see more video like this, let me know in the comments down below. Also follow me on my Instagram, which is at LisaHerStyle, and don't forget to subscribe down below. And until next time, I'm giving you so much kisses. Mwah. Goodbye.